Hello, welcome to Getting Started with Workday. In this video, you will learn the basic features of Workday. Specifically, I'll show you how to navigate around the home dashboard. You'll learn what worklets are and how to add them to your dashboard. Need to find something? Workday has powerful search capabilities. I'll show you the importance of the inbox and how to access the many profile features. You'll see how you can add things you need to access often to your favorites and how to use the W drive with reports. You need to understand what error messages and alerts are telling you, and how to access all the features of the Related Actions button. One of the most important concepts in using Workday is the business process, especially when something needs to be approved. And finally, I'm going to ask you a few questions at the end, just so you can be sure you are secure in your basic knowledge of Workday. Workday is a cloud-based financial management and human capital management software tool. What does that mean? Basically, it means it's an integrated, intuitive, and accessible business system that links what you do every workday to what your colleagues do every workday. It looks and feels like your favorite consumer website. If you've ordered gifts or tickets through the internet, then you have a feel for how Workday works. After logging into Workday successfully, you'll see the Home dashboard, also called the Home or landing page. At the top left of the home page is the Home button. Wherever you are in Workday, clicking on this button will take you back home. Whenever you are lost or confused, go home. Click where it says Search to activate the search bar. Then type in what you want to find in Workday. As you type your entry, Workday will display a list of predictive results, or search categories, based on what you typed. The more you type, the more specific the categories become. Click on a category to speed your search. At the far right of the top of the home page are three icons. The first, from the left, a bell, is for notifications. These are notices sent to you as a result of a Workday business process or workflow, and they do not require action. They are things you should be aware of, but do not require action on your part. The middle icon will take you to your inbox. This is where you will find action items that Workday sends to you, such as requests for approvals. These do require your attention and action. Not acting upon inbox items could delay critical business processes. The third icon, a cloud, called Profile, allows you to view and edit your personal profile and perform many Workday tasks. By the time you start using Workday daily, the cloud will be replaced by your stag card picture. Moving around a Workday screen might be different than what you are used to in Banner. When a list of items or the size of a form you need to fill in exceeds the size of your computer screen, you use horizontal or vertical scroll bars to move left or right, up or down. For example, if you are reviewing your personal information and cannot see the categories toward the bottom of the page, click on the vertical scroll bar at the far right of the screen and drag it down so you can move the screen up. It works the same way for the horizontal scroll bars at the bottom of the page. Click and drag to the left to move the screen right. Click and drag to the right to move the screen left. The Applications pane of the Home dashboard contains icons that represent worklets, or Workday applications. Each represents a functional area, such as time, expenses, and reports. It is through these worklets that you perform basic work and functions, the tasks that you need to do throughout your workday. For example, to create an expense report, you would click on Expenses. To look for and run a report, you'd click on Reports. The worklets you see are based on the permissions that have been given to you within Workday by system administrators. Different people have access to different worklets. You might have access to worklets that do not appear on your home dashboard. You can also change the order in which worklets appear. The inbox contains items Workday sends to you that require an action. You can think of it as a to-do list. An open worklet will usually have two columns. The one on the left will contain links to actions you can take, such as Create Expense Report. The column will have titles such as Actions, Create, Edit. The right column will contain views or archives of actions already taken. Some worklets might have a third section that gives you access to actions you have recently started or completed. You will see white arrows embedded at the top left of some worklets. Clicking on them will take you back to a previous screen. Although your browser's back arrow will probably work, these embedded arrows might be more efficient. To add, remove, or change the order of the worklets in your home page's Applications pane, click on the gear that appears above that pane. Required worklets are listed on the left of the Configure Worklets window. You can customize the optional worklets on the right. Click an Add Row button, a plus sign. Clicking the button will open a position for a new worklet. Clicking the top Add Row button will create a space to the right of the last required worklet. Clicking any of the others will create a space to the right of the worklet listed in that row. Click on the Select icon at the far right of the new row. You can type the name of the worklet if you know it, or click All to get a list of the worklets available to you. Click the radio button to the left of its name. Click on the name of the worklet you have selected. That will insert the worklet name into the blank line. Then click the orange OK at the bottom left of the screen, and then the orange Done. Remember, people might have access to worklets that you do not have access to. Also, some worklets are not available on the mobile app. You may receive a warning in those cases. To remove a worklet from the home page, click its Remove Row icon, a minus sign. Use the up and down arrows to change a worklet's position on the home page. At the top of every Workday screen, to the right of the Home button, is a search bar. Click on the word Search to activate a search. Partial searches are recommended. Workday will begin to suggest results after you type the first 3 letters, so less is more. You can try the first 3 letters for each word of a multi-word search. If a category that is related to what you're looking for appears, click on it. One example, CRE space EXP will bring up Create Expense Report. If you're used to searching in Google, it's important to remember that Workday's search is not as robust. Google would try to figure out what you're searching for. Workday does not. It's much more exact. Also, the results of your searches are controlled by your system permissions. This is based on your role. You can only find what you're allowed to see. If you type a search entry, then click the search icon, the magnifying glass, at the left of the search box, Workday will list categories you can use to filter the results further. All of Workday, at the bottom of the list, provides the broadest results. Searches must be accurate to return the best results. Help desk, as one word, will not return help desk, 2 words. Searches are not case sensitive. Type a question mark into the search box, then click the search icon or press enter. Workday will then display a list of search prefixes. Prefixes provide another way to limit search results. The first column of the search prefix screen lists items you might be searching for. The second column lists the prefixes for the various items. Prefix and text need to be separated by a colon. For example, if you enter org:finance, your search will return all organizations that have the word finance in their titles. Your inbox includes tasks, approvals, due dates, and other items sent to you as part of the execution of business processes. These are items that require an action. It is not integrated with your email inbox. You will need to monitor it separately. Click the Go to Inbox link to open the inbox. The inbox has 2 tabs, Actions and Archive. The Actions tab contains the items currently waiting for your attention. The Archive tab accesses the status of any business process you have been involved with. If an inbox item is awaiting an action from you, you will see the possible responses at the bottom of the item. When you click the profile icon, a cloud, eventually to be replaced by your stag card picture, Workday displays a number of links, including My Account. There you can change certain Workday account preferences, such as search parameters and notification delivery preferences. There's a link to your favorites where you can place tasks, reports, and business objects you use often. And there's a link to your W drive. This stores reports you have run, reports sent to you by colleagues, and other results of business processes you have run. If you click the View Profile link, located directly under your name, Workday will display a blue navigation bar at the left of your screen. Clicking on the links in that pane will bring up information about your job, benefits, contacts, and other important information. Click the Team button and Workday will display the organization chart of your area. Click the Actions button and Workday will display an Actions menu. You can use this menu to access most Workday tasks. For example, if you want to complete an expense report, click Actions, hover over Expenses, select Create Expense Report from the pop-up menu. You can add tasks, reports, and business objects that you access frequently to the Favorites worklet. To do this, click the Favorites worklet on the home screen, Then click the gear icon at the upper right of the screen. Click Manage Favorites. On the Manage Favorites screen, click the Selection button and scroll to the item you want to add. You can also type the name of the item to search for it. Click on the Item selection box. Then, to finish, click the orange OK and Done at the bottom left of the screen. Do you remember how to find the W drive? If you said click on the profile icon, you were correct. The Workday drive, W drive, is a virtual drive where you can store generated reports. There are several scenarios in which report output can be sent to the W drive. If you schedule a report, the report output is stored on the My Reports tab of your W drive. If you share a report, the report output is stored on the My Reports tab of the W drive of all report recipients. Error and alert messages display at the top of the page or in the right-hand portion of the page when you scroll down. They typically identify the specific field or fields where information is missing, entered incorrectly, or in conflict with a system rule. Errors will not allow you to complete the task until you have fixed the error. Click View All to get more information about the error. The field or fields affected will be highlighted in red. Alerts notify you of a potential problem on the page, but the task can still be completed. The orange Related Actions icon indicates that various actions can be taken on that item. Click the icon to display a menu of actions. Workday provides a number of ways to fill a field with information. You can type the entry into the box. You can use the selection prompt icon to display a menu from which you can select one or more items. Another way is to make a selection using a radio button, which is a circle you click on to highlight. Here, Create New Expense Reports radio button has been clicked, making that the selected option. I wish I were talking about a golf course here. No, links are connections or doorways to related information. They appear in blue in Workday. Click on the link and Workday will take you or link you to the related information. If it's blue, there's a clue. A business process is a set of tasks that people initiate, act upon, and complete in order to accomplish a desired business objective. Examples include hiring an employee, requesting the purchase of office supplies, or entering an expense report. Once a business process is initiated, Workday routes the tasks to the responsible roles and enforces security and business rules throughout the business process. Based on your role, you might be able to initiate certain business processes, such as requesting the purchase of office supplies, a purchase requisition. Once you submit the request, it is routed to the next step in the business process, which most likely would be approval by your manager. Depending upon the type of purchase or its dollar amount, the process might require approval by another party. Complex business processes will have many steps. You can check to see the status of a process you have initiated. Who has approved it? Who still needs to approve it? Go to your inbox and click Archive. Scroll to the process you want to check and click on the process. Click Process. All the steps in the process will be outlined, along with current status. Here's an example of a simple business process: changing your legal name. The initiator, the person requesting the name change, starts the process by completing a name change request in Workday. As soon as he or she submits the request, it is sent to the inbox. Remember the inbox? Of the first person who needs to approve it. In our case here, it would be a member of the HR staff. Once that person approves, the request goes on to the next approver, again in our case, someone in HR Central. The process continues until it's complete. To help you transition from Banner to Workday, there is the Crosswalk worklet on the home page that will translate Banner accounts, orgs, and reports to their Workday counterparts. Click on the Crosswalk icon on the Workday homepage. Click Crosswalk Banner to Workday in the Crosswalk worklet. Click the radio button for the type of banner item you want to translate: org, account, or report. Type the banner entry into the search box, then click Submit. The system will display the Workday equivalent. Up for a challenge? Let's see how many questions you can answer. If you don't seem to be answering too many correctly, you might want to watch this video again. First question: when you are lost and confused, what button can you press to go home? It's the home button. See, that's not too tough. What is a functional application that you find on the homepage called? Something that lets you do work. Worklet. I want to use the search box to initiate the creation of an expense report. What are two things I could type? Both the long and the short version. Okay, I want to create an expense report. create expense report, or the shortened version, the first three letters of each word. Remember, in Workday, less is more. Which home dashboard icon allows me to access my profile? View Profile, or the cloud, which will eventually be your photo. Where do I find items I need to act upon, such as an approval? They would be in your inbox. Where can I find out if my requisition for office supplies was approved? Where would Workday notify you? Notifications. I want to add a worklet to my home page. Which icon do I click? The gear. Oh, it looks like we switched to Jeopardy. A virtual drive I might find reports on. What is the W drive? Another Jeopardy question. A set of tasks that accomplishes a business objective often requires approvals. What is a business process? Where can I go to check the status of a business process? The inbox, specifically the Archive tab. Thank you for watching Getting Started with Workday. I hope you found the information useful.